friends, hello, welcome back. Hopefully everyone is having a lovely day. NHL 23, the gameplay trailer, has made its way to the internet. And I tell you what, after watching a gameplay trailer, this is probably the most optimistic and the best I felt about an NHL 23 game, or NHL game in general, I should say, going into it in quite some time. It felt like a lot of the stuff added this year, or talked about in this trailer, was stuff a lot of us wanted to see, and stuff that needed to be brought into the game to fix some of the issues in prior games. One of them being the bumps from behind. We see them express how there's gonna be less bumps from behind. It's gonna knock guys off the puck. Some of it from the side, the front. We'll see how that affects players. Mainly what I like about it is the fact that you could bump somebody off the puck when you was behind them, and it kind of made it, or if you wasn't using a big player in the game, you was kind of in some sort of, or a big predicament. So I think when you add the bumps or remove the bumps, it gives you that added dynamic again of having a faster player on your team and it kind of actually helping, or a smaller, faster guy where you're not forced to use these big, fast guys, or if you're not getting knocked out the puck is easy. There's more of a, again, a dynamic, if you will. The big feature that they seem to highlight this year clearly was the diving desperation shots or passes players can make when they're falling over. They can have a diving desperation shot on net or pass or whatever. We're seeing that this year. We'll see how that's implemented. Brand new feature to the game. We are hearing it's going to be something the defensive side of the, or the defender can use as well here, which obviously they're not going to be shooting a puck into the net, but they can chop it away or push it away or whatever, falling down as well. So we're seeing the dynamic added to both sides. I think that's important here, where we don't see it become too offensive heavy or too defensive heavy in the game. They try to keep that balance, so I like seeing that. Two X Factors added this year, a couple of them really centered around the cover athletes of this year's game. The Zegras X Factor being where you can pass the puck from behind the net when you're flipped, or flick the puck over the net, I should say. And then you have the Nurse one where you, Resilience, where you can fall down and pass the puck, you know, when you're falling down, losing balance, or keep your balance and maintain that and, you know, make a play while falling down. We see those two X Factors. But what I really like seeing here is we're seeing a couple things addressed in the gameplay. One of them being the poke check, where, you know, in previous years you was faster or at the same speed spamming the skill stick, holding it in and just keeping your stick and flailing it all over the place. They're going to be slowing down guys with that. And again, I'm very, very big on balance. I want to be able to defend these players on the ice, and it is very important to be able to do so. But then again, you got to make sure we're not able to spam certain things that shouldn't be happening as well there. We're seeing, for the defensive side, something I love. Pass interceptions are going to be improved. Specifically, we're seeing 2-on-1s. Now, obviously, if the puck goes behind you, you're not going to intercept it when you're a defender, you know, skating backwards, puck goes behind you, so you're not going to defend that. Gotcha. Good. Obviously, that should be the case. But we've seen so many times where you can just force the cross crease left and right, force the sauce through players up the ice when you're looking directly at them, and I would just want to see that stuff specifically improved from a defensive side of the puck there. Is that even a thing? Is that how you say it in hockey, the defensive side of the puck? That's how we're going to say it. So I'm excited to see what we get from that perspective there. I think it's going to be a great improvement, because you want to be able to play the game offensively. But again, I love the defensive side of the game, and you have to be able to have a way to counter an offensive player as well. We're seeing speed. They're talking about speed having an adjustment this year, where the fastest players in the game will play like the fastest players in the game. Again, we'll see how that goes, because again, there's always an adjustment phase where you just can't have a guy zip right by a defender every time. There's some sort of balance. But again, it feels like we're seeing a little bit of a sway here to, hopefully, I'm thinking at least, where we're going to see where we're actually able to use some of the smaller players in the game again. I feel like it's gotten to be this game where you have to use the bigger guys depending on the game mode you play, of course. Like Hutton, for example, we have everybody at the same speed. You got to use the bigger guys or whatever. So I feel like if we can see the added dynamic of using a sniper more often, that's going to be great. And still have the abilities as a bigger guy to maybe defend better and have more of a balance there. I'm excited. Really want to see what happens this year. I want to hear you guys' thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time.